Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Studio B. This is the first of a two-game series, Houston at San Diego, and it's September 15 in our 1969 replay. And Kathy Horton has arrived. Let's see, Octopus's Garden. Octopus's Garden. Yeah, Octopus's Garden. Good morning to you. It's a good one, Kathy. Oh. This one's a little early, folks. It's Don Wilson for the Astros with 13 wins, and Mike Corkins, brought up from the minors. He has no wins on the season. Let's look at our lineups here. Joe Morgan at second. This is for Houston. Norm Miller in right. Wynn in center. Tommy Davis in left. Bleffery at first. Rader at third. Mankey at short. Edwards the catcher. And the pitcher, Don Wilson, right-hander. For San Diego, they've mixed their lineup with a bunch of call-ups. First, it's Jose Arcia at second base. Batting second, Jim Williams in left. Ollie Brown batting third, he's in right. Nate Colbert at first. Van Kelly at third, Rich Morales in center. Fred Kendall is doing the catching. Frankie Libran will be the shortstop. And the pitcher, Mike Corkins. So I got a lot of electronic players here, including the starter for San Diego. Yeah, the bridge collapse. Yeah, look, a bridge collapse is a bridge collapse, Kathy Harden. A bridge collapse, indeed, is a bridge collapse, and they're going through the press conference. Officials reporting on the search and rescue right now on the bridge collapse. And the Padres take the field. It's Mike Corkins. He's not going to last long, I'll tell you that. He is a right-hander. Taking his warm-ups, and leading it off is Joe Morgan. We've got a big game this afternoon. It's going to be Atlanta and the Giants. Atlanta with a 4.5 game lead. If the Giants sweep, it's 6.5, and that could really put a damper on any hopes for the Giants. If the Giants win, they're within 2.5, which could really make this a race. Kathy Harden for the Astros. Morgan steps up. Here's the pitch from Corkins. That's going to be 2-5 against the right-hander. He grounds it to second for Arcia. He throws to first, one away. And we are underway here in San Diego. Good morning, Rhodes Scholar. Haven't seen you in a long time, Rhodes Scholar. Been a very long time. Okay, Miller steps in against Corkins. Here's the pitch, 2-2, and he taps it back to Corkins, and he throws him out. So it's 2 away here. Just underway here. Mike Corkins on the mound. Where you been, sir? Where have you been? We've been talking about you. Glad you could pop in, though. Anytime is great. Here's Jimmy Wynn now. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Corkins has retired the first 2 here. Here's Corkins. And the pitch 6-4. That'll be against Wynn, a right-hander. And that's a grounder to short. That will be Librand. Librand 448. That'll be 1-4. That's going to go through for a base hit. And that's 2. E48, 5-9, 11. Dangerous out there. So that is a 2-out single by Wynn. Wynn is a 1-14 being held. Here's Tommy Davis now. Okay, Davis, right-handed hitter. Corkins from the stretch. That's 6-10, right-handed, and that's going to be a grounder to third X. Kelly 415. So G3 gets to it. Kelly 415, I'm sorry. 5-9-11. And he throws him out. I just want to double check on the large chart here. Kelly 15, 5'9", 11. Yes, he gets him. And the side is retired. So it's no runs, one hit, the single by Wynn left on. We've gone a half, it's Houston nothing, and San Diego coming up. And now here's Wilson now. Going for win number 14. Leading it off, Jose Arcia. Oh. Okay, Wilson is ready. The pitch to Arcia, 5-12 right-handed. He pops it up to second. Morgan is under it. He makes the catch, one away. Like I was saying, folks, huge game scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern today. Atlanta at San Francisco. The first of a 2-game series. San Francisco 4 1/2 games behind Atlanta. They need a sweep here. They need a sweep. Coming up to hit is Jim Williams facing Wilson. Williams, right-handed hitter. Okay, Wilson is ready. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's 3-8 against the right-hander, and he grounds it to second, Morgan. And he throws it to Bleffery. It's 2 away. Got a lot of these electronic folks, and you managed to send them all to me. Scholars, so otherwise we'd be doing nameless players and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Here's Ollie Brown now with 2 outs, nobody on. I'm just a little tired, folks. Just a little bit tired and a little bit stressed, but we'll get through it all. Here's the pitch to Brown now. Thank you, Rode. Thank you, Guy. 5'9" right-handed, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 for Wilson. We've gone 1 here. It's no score. Fortunately, I didn't need to email you. Everybody is here. The starting pitcher, Corkins, Librand, Kendall, and Jim Williams. All of them. Mike Corkins takes the mound. Leading it off, Kurt Bleffery, left-handed hitter. We're in the top of the second. There's no score. Here's Corkins now. That's 2-7, and that is right-handed. It's a liner to second for 1 out. Here's Doug Rader now. Corkins into his windup. That's 1-7 against the right-hander. That is a base hit by Rader. Singles to left. Williams throws it in. Rader is on, and here's Mankey. Mankey right-handed hitter, Corkins from the stretch. With Rader on first, 1 out. There's the pitch, it's 4-7. Corkins right-hander, Mankey right-hander. And that's a base hit. 2 asteroids, Rader rounds second, goes to third. So Corkins starting his stuff here. Had a huge ERA. I don't remember it offhand. Huge. First and third, 1 out. Johnny Edwards is the batter. Okay, the infield is back with first and third, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Edwards. That's 3-11 right-handed. Grounds it back to Corkins. He forces Mankey at second. Rader comes home. And that'll be 1-0 Houston. It's 2 outs now, with Edwards on first, and here's Don Wilson, the pitcher. I'll have to use the lavatory after this half inning. Corkins now trying to get out of this with just 1 run. Here's the pitch to Wilson. That's going to be 3-3. He pops it up to short, and Librand makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. We've gone 1.5. It's Houston 1, San Diego 0. Here in San Diego, well, Kathy Harden poses a query for Ohtani. Why wasn't the interpreter not arrested? Inquiring minds want to know. Maybe, my guess, Kathy, I'm only guessing. I know the FBI is involved. There's my answer, Kathy. I think maybe officials are still in the process of gathering evidence and building a case for what will be an indictment eventually. They just don't know, the charges, the evidence. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to, and they were after others as well. Okay, who the hell allows anybody to have access to your accounts? This Otani. At best, he is naive. Okay? Really, at best, he is naive. We're going to take a little break here. And when we come back, it's 1-0 Houston. The Padres will come back. And there's murder cases, Kathy. There's murder cases where they don't arrest and indict until they have their pieces in place. You know what I'm saying? These people know what they're doing, these investigators, I think. I'll be back in due course, folks. I'm going to use the lavatory. And I want to thank Kathy Harden for being here. I want to thank Rhodes Scholar for being here. And it's been quite a time since we saw Rhodes Scholar, and it's great to see him. I will be back very shortly. Ah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell, Kathy. I'm so tired of all the speculators. But his body language, his behavior, he looks like he's not guilty of this to me. But then who knows, Kathy Harden? Who knows for sure? Folks, we're going to be heading to the bottom of the second in just a moment or two. Again, I want to bring your attention to the big game this afternoon. The Atlanta Giants at the Atlanta Braves, I'm sorry, at the San Francisco Giants, 2 p.m. Eastern. As the Braves hold a 4 1/2 game lead over these very Giants. We were talking about this, Rhodes Scholar. It will be Pat Jarvis for the Braves and Mike McCormick for the Giants. And I'm hoping to take care of some personal business after this ball game and then before that, so I can enjoy. Then tomorrow morning we'll have the Mets at the Cardinals. Cardinals are now, after the split doubleheader, 3 games out. And they've lost 3 in a row. They need to win this one against the Mets, even though many of us are Mets fans. And we'll be looking forward to that. And then tomorrow afternoon, that's a morning game. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll close out the 15th, September 15th, with Baltimore at the Senators, a semi-snoozer. It will be Palmer and Bosman. Lots of baseball action coming at you here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It's Mike Corkins takes to the mound. He's allowed 1 run in 2 innings. He's got a great card for a hitter, but he's a pitcher. And leading it off will be Joe Morgan. Morgan grounded to second in the first. Here's Corkins now, the windup and the pitch. To Morgan, 3-8. He walked him, so that's not good. Let me just put it that way. You put Morgan on first, you might as well move him on to second. He'll be a 1-16 stealing now. And Norm Miller is the batter here. It's already 1-0 Houston. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, shit. San Diego is due up. It's so early in the morning. We will allow this. We will keep this. I think that's fair. Let's allow him with the walk, Morgan, to lead off. And let's get back to Don Wilson now facing San Diego, bottom of the second. I am so sorry. And I know many of you have done this. I don't have a set house rule on when I do that. Do you count it? But we will count it. Especially since it's a meaningless game. All right, Kathy? So here's Nathan Colbert, bottom of the second. And it's Wilson. Fair is fair. The pitch to Nate. That's going to be 5-6 right-handed, and he struck him out. You guys don't sweat the small stuff, do you? Now here's Van Kelly. I'll tell you, for postseason, I'm going to make my rule that it doesn't count. Okay? I just hope there's not, when I have postseason, that there's not a snafu, but it can happen. You have umpires making bad calls in the World Series. Some of you may remember the 1970 call by Burkhart, who called Bernie Carbo out at the plate. His back was to the play, and he was never tagged out. Here's Van Kelly now. That's going to be 6'8", left-handed, struck him out. And that's the third for Wilson. He's a good strikeout pitcher. Look at that ratio. So it's 2 outs for Rich Morales now. The pitch to Morales. 4-9 right-handed. Struck him out. He got the side, Wilson. And now with 4 strikeouts, I didn't know he was that good a strikeout pitcher until I started doing this replay. We've gone 2, it's 1-0. And now we come to the top of the third. It's going to be Norm Miller with Morgan on first, Corkins on the mound. A lot of times you can't do that, but somehow we're going to do that. So, like I said, he's a 1-15, 1-16 being held with Kendall behind the plate. Okay, Corkins is ready. Here's the pitch to Miller. There goes Morgan. He's out. Oh, so that really settles that. He gets thrown out by Kendall, the catcher. And that'll be 1 out, nobody on. So that sort of nicely resolves that issue. Okay, Corkins. Look at that bridge wrapped around that tanker. Okay, here's Corkins now. Wind up and the pitch to Miller. That's going to be 2-9, right-handed. Oh, he swings, and that's a drive. Hit out into the gap. It's a double by Miller. A 1-out double. It was a 2-9 right-handed. And that'll bring up the toy cannon. Jimmy Wynn, he singled in the first and was left on. Corkins now from the stretch. This could be his last inning. Here's the pitch to Wynn. We'll see how he fares. 6'8", right-handed, and he walked him. It's first and second now with 1 out. And here's Tommy Davis. 1 out, Wynn on first, Miller on second. 1-0 Houston already. Corkins from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Davis. That's going to be 6-5 right-handed, and he grounds it to short X. That's Librand, a 448. That's going to be 8-4. It's going to be a G3 pound. No one held. Infield was not in. He's an E48. That's trouble. That's 5-10-16. And he boots it. It's a 2-base error. It'll be a G3 E2. Everyone might score. No. G3. Wait a minute. G3 E2. Yeah. Runners advance 2. So Librand with a 2-base error. Miller comes home. And Wynn goes to third. Tough break there for Corkins, who's already on thin ice. That'll be second and third. And Kurt Blefary is the batter. Still only one out. Here's Blefary now. At the plate. The pitch from Corkins. That's 6-5. It's going to be another ground ball to short X for Librand. Oh, I'm sorry. Blefary left-handed. It still is. A 6-5 left-handed. Again, Librand 448. $11-4, it's a G3, E48, 5-10-13. E48, and he makes the play this time, but it's first and third. The runners will advance. So, Wynn scores, Davis goes to third. 2 runs in this inning, 2 outs now. And here's Doug Rader. Looks like that both runs are earned at this point. Actually, that last run is unearned. And here's Doug Rader now to face Corkins, first and third, 2 away now. There's action in the San Diego bullpen. Mankey at the plate. I'm sorry, Rader. At the plate, 3-3. Right-handed, and he walked him. Oh, my. That'll load the bases. Just want to check something on the instant replay here, folks. Make sure I didn't miss some people here. It's going to be freaking hard to do. That was Davis. Yeah. And then Blefary came up. We're on replay right now. Yeah. Yeah, that was Blefary. That's fine. Now Menke. Bases full, 2 outs. Corkins. The pitch to Menke. Whoa, look at that. That stood up. Look at that. That counts. It stood up right on the die. We were talking about that last night. It will be a 6-7 right-handed. And you shudder to look at his card. It's a ground ball second X. Let's see if Arcia can finish this off. 322. Four, 3. It's going to be an S1 going through. E22, 510, 13. That is an S2. And that's going to be 2-run score. All unearned. And believe it or not, that will be it for Corkins. He's allowed 4. Actually, yeah, he's allowed 4. That's enough. Because, 5, he reaches fatigue. So Corkins is knocked out here early. He pitched 2 2/3. Too bad he couldn't get out of it. 5 hits. He walked 3 all this inning. He allowed 2 earned and 2 unearned. It's 5-0. Wait a minute. One, 2. Actually, 3 earned. And it's 5-0. There's going to be a new pitcher here. And we will see who comes in here to get 1 out. Little break in the action here, folks. I'll be getting coffee. It will be Leon Everett. Leon Everett, who is really not very good. To see if he can get Edwards. Leon comes in to take his warm-ups. He pitched only 1 inning in his entire career. He had 15 innings pitched in his only year. His ERA was 8.04. He died in 2016. And Leon Everett comes in. He's going to face 1 batter because there'll be a hitter for him next inning. So Leon steps in to face Edwards. First and third, 2 outs. Okay, here's Leon now. From the stretch, the pitch to Edwards. And by the way, he's a right-handed. That's going to be 3-7 against the right-hander. And he flies it to right, to center. And under it is Morales to make the catch. So Leon does the job. Kathy, Leon did the job. There'll be a hitter for him. Four runs for the Astros, 5-0. And there'll be a hitter this inning, and it will be Bolchin, who's sufficiently rested coming in after the pinch hitter. Jack Bolchin. Jack Bolchin will come in. These are the real end days of a season when, you know, you have people coming in from who were brought up and all sorts of things. It's going to be Don Wilson, who has retired the first 6 Padres. Who knows, maybe he'll throw a no-hitter. Folks, I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to stretch, try to get myself together. It's just a very, very foggy morning for me. I have some unpleasant tasks to do after this ball game. And I may have to impose a fine on myself, Rhodes Scholar, for what? I'm open to it if you let me know what I did wrong. Maybe it was because of that allowing Morgan to hit. Is that what you're talking about? Allowing Morgan to hit when the Padres were due up? Yeah. We can't take ourselves too seriously, you know, or else we'll go insane here. Go freaking out of our minds. Folks, this is not exactly my best game because I woke up at 5:15 p.m. and oh yeah, I'm a masochist. I love to be tortured. Torture myself. Be glad to do that. I'll find myself, I'll keep the money. I'll keep the fine money. I'm just gonna have some coffee here. It turns out Morgan was thrown out stealing on that mismatch, but they ended up scoring 4 runs anyway. And when we come back, Wilson, who has retired the first 6 Padres, will face Kendall Lybrand and a pinch hitter for Leon Everett. Oh. How do you hit a goddamn bridge? How do you hit a bridge? Someone was asleep at the wheel. I think that's what probably happened. Right? Someone was asleep at the wheel, Rhodes Scholar. Okay, Wilson takes to the mound. It's going to be Fred Kendall, the catcher, leading it off. Against Wilson, the right-hander. Okay, here's Wilson. He's ready. The wind-up and the pitch to Kendall. That's 5-9. Right-handed. And he struck him out. That's 5 strikeouts in order. Lord. And here comes Frankie Librand. Look at these folks. I'll let these folks have at least 2 at-bats each. And then replace them if they're losing, which they are 5-0. Here's Wilson now, facing Librand. That's going to be 3-7. Against the right-hander, he lines it to third, caught by Rader, 2 outs. And we're going to bring up a pinch hitter here. It will be Al Ferrara. Al Ferrara, as good as anybody to come in. He can maybe hit a home run. They're down by 5. Al Ferrara steps in to face Wilson. Wilson has retired the first 8 with 5 strikeouts. Here's Wilson now. That's 5-4 right-handed, fly ball center X, that's for win. Win going back, trying to get to this. He is a 3-6. (13-3). He gets to it, F2, E6. 5-8-10, and he makes the catch, and it's another 1-2-3 for Wilson, and he's retired the first 9 in this game. The score is 5-0, and it's going to be Jack Bolchin coming in. He'll be the 3rd pitcher for the Padres. You know, maybe I'm slow or something, but I'm seeing on the news reports, there are people in the water that we have to get out. Pull them out. I mean, what are they waiting for? How big an area is it? I mean, how big a frickin' area? Get a frickin' helicopter and boom them up. Get small ships, small boats, small motorboats. Get them the hell out of the water. What the hell is that about? Maybe it's just me. But if you see people in the water, get them the hell out right now. They're searching for at least 7 people. Maybe they can't find them. Maybe that's the problem. Here's Jack Bolchin. And he will face Earl Wilson to start it off. It's a 5-0 ball game. Not every game is as good as others. I'm a little slow this morning, folks. I can have my off days. Okay, here's Bolchin. He's ready. The wind up, the pitch to Wilson. And that's going to be 6-5 right-handed. He struck him out. Now Joe Morgan. Morgan grounded to second, batted out of order, walked, and then was thrown out stealing. Very hypothermic by now. Absolutely. Okay, here's Bolchin. Four, 6 left-handed, and he walked him. So there's Morgan again with the walk. And once again, he'll be a 1-16 with that AA +1 on Kendall. Very inviting. They're already ahead 5-0. Why not? Joe had 49 stolen. Okay, here's Bolchin now from the stretch. The pitch to Miller. There goes Morgan. And he is safe this time. And Morgan in scoring position now with 1 out. Norman Miller now with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, I think that is I have chillums coming in today. Clean chillums. Arriving today by 10 p.m. And I intend to keep these clean. I intend to wash them thoroughly after every use. Because there comes a time when this shit, you know, you look at what I have here. Okay, this thing is... It's hard to believe that I started to clean this every day and the shit just Yeah, it's very, very dark. Okay, Miller with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. It's with Morgan on second and 1 down. Here's Balchin now. The pitch to Miller. That's going to be 112, right-handed, grounds it to second. Arcia, his play is to first. Morgan goes to third. So Morgan on third, 2 down for Jimmy Wynn. Those Chillums. It's a clutch situation for Wynn. Morgan on third, 2 outs. He singled and walked, Jimmy Wynn did. The pitch from Balchin. That's going to be 3-8 right-handed. It's a ballpark blast by Wynn. Right-hander in San Diego. And it's caught out in left field by Jim Williams. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk to Morgan. He was left on third. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's 5-0. Meanwhile, Wilson, perfect thus far. Five strikeouts. Jose Arcia to lead it off. Okay, Wilson into his windup, and the pitch to Arcia. Oh, 3-10. Right-handed, and that's a base hit. First hit of the ball game for the Padres. Jose Arcia is on. He's a B. Not being held. 1-12. And here comes Jimmy Williams. Or Jim Williams. Williams, right-handed hitter, looks pretty good. Arcia on first, not being held. Wilson from the stretch. That's 3-3 against the right-hander. Grounds it to short, not being held, I said. He forces Arcia. Whoops. And that'll be 1 out. Williams on first. And here's Ollie Brown now. Here's Wilson. The pitch to Brown. 5-3 right-handed, fly ball left X. Tommy Davis, a 4-10. (16-4). He gets to it on an F2, E10, 5-6-7. And he makes the catch. It's going to be an F2 fly ball with a runner on first. who will hold. 2 outs. And here's Colbert. 5-0 Astros. Astros 4 games over 500. Their best season ever in franchise history. Here's Wilson and the pitch to Colbert. That is a 3-9 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that's number 6 for Wilson. He does allow his first hit. 1 left, no runs. We've gone 4. It's 5-0 Houston, and it will be Balchin in his second inning of relief here. Absolutely, demos. Early Strat-O-Matic and coffee. Absolutely. You got that right. Oh, well. Here's Balchin. He'll face Tommy Davis. Pretty good. Oh, yeah, we've had some really good pitching. I mean, at least on Wilson's end here today. Davis leading it off. He's 0 for 2, reached on the error, scored. And that's 2-9 right-handed. It's hit well to left field. Going back is Jim Williams, and he makes the catch at the warning track. The youngster Jim Williams, brought up from the minors. It was a 2-9 right-handed. I'm in a bit of a slumber this morning, demos. I am not at my best. Just sort of going through the motions here on this game. But we have a big one this afternoon, 2 p.m. It's going to be the Atlanta Braves in Candlestick at the San Francisco Giants, 2 p.m. Eastern, with the Braves with a 4 1/2 game lead. This is a first of a 2-game series. And I think that the Giants' hope is to sweep these 2 games, to come within 2.5. Otherwise, they'll remain 4.5 out, or if they get swept, they'll be 6.5 game out, and that will really put a damper on any hopes for the Giants, even though, I don't know, Rhodes Scholar has assured me the Giants will win the division, but I don't know how he can know that. Here's Blefary now. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a force and scored. Actually, it was, I don't even remember how that happened. That should say force. You know, this is a snoozer of a game, but I am in such a kind of messed up mood. I have a mind. I'm going to go look at that again. I hope I know I may piss some of you off or just annoy you a little bit to understand how did a guy who grounded to short here end up on base. So we're going to go back into our replay here and see exactly what happened. And my luck, it's going to be, we're going to have Corkins covering the score sheet. For Corkins, who's already on thin ice, This was second and third. This was Bluffery now. And Kurt Bluffery is the batter. See what the hell happened here. Still only one out. What the hell happened here? I just picked up on this. Here's Bluffery now. At the plate. The pitch from Corkins. That's 6-5. It's going to be another ground ball to short X for Librand. Oh, I'm sorry. Bluffery left-handed. It still is. A 6-5 left-handed. Again, Librand 448. $11-4, it's a G3, E48, 5-10-13. E48, and oh, he makes the play this time, but it's first and third. The runners will advance. So, Wynn scores, Davis goes to third. 2 runs in this inning, 2 outs now. That should have been the end of the inning. And here's Doug Rader. It looks like that both runs are earned at this point. That was a big mistake. But actually, that last run is unearned. That was a huge mistake by me. And what we're going to do is we're going to have to just bypass it. Because we've gone too far. Way too far. That should have been an out. It was 1 out, 2 outs. 1 out, 2 outs. Hold on. I may be able to salvage this. There's 1 out, 2 outs, and this was 3 outs. So he should not score, and we'll just take 1 run away. That's all. I think we fixed it. That will not be a run. Take a run batted in away from him. I think that is an accurate fix here. It's also going to be 1 less run here. And that's going to be 3 runs this inning. What a mess of a morning. I think we fixed that. The good news is that it's a meaningless ball game. Just goes to show you how alert you have to be in this in these games. And I apologize, everybody. You know, I pride myself, and I like to. You're so right you are, Demos. It's nothing a Kathy Harden double shot can't fix. Yeah. Oh, you are so right. Oh, Lord, that's funny stuff, Demos. You're, here's Bleffery now with one out. It really isn't it's a 4-0 game. It really is not going to be a problem. I mean, if you want to look at it, he grounded out. He was never on. And he walked. Davis did come home on the base hit by Menke. So it really is, you can rationalize it if you want. We just don't want to do any of this in big games, like this afternoon's game. It's got to be all business. First world problems, Demos. You are so right. You are so right. Here's Bleffery now. And the pitch, 6-7, left-handed, he walked him. And that's a problem of being preoccupied, with worries. Here's Doug Rader. It's one out with Bleffery on first. Small stuff. Here's the pitch. Actually, it's all reconciled. Here's the pitch to Rader now. That's 5-10. Right-handed, grounds it to short X. Again, it's Librand. 448. You're all very understanding. And the errors are built in, by the way. I've said that many times. They're built into the replay. Librand, a 1-4, that's going to go through S2. 5-10-11, E48. Got to get that guy out of there. It's going to be an S2 with a runner on first. So he will go to third. And it's first and third, one out. That Librand is dangerous out there at short. Here's Dennis Menke now. It is very small stuff, Kathy. It's all small stuff, just about. Here's Menke. Bolchin from the stretch. That's 110 right-handed. Oh, there it is on the money. It's a base hit by Menke. The run comes in, his second run batted in. And that's going to make it a 5-0 ball game. First and third, Bolchin in his second has reached fatigue. Bolchin has reached fatigue already. And we're going to let him stay in. Just in one more at bat here. Strat-O-Matic says don't do that. But there are always exceptions. We'll let him see if he can get Edwards on a ground ball double play here. And then we'll bring someone in next inning. Here's Bolchin now. Pitch to Edwards, 5-4 left-handed, flies it to center X. Morales, a 4-10. Look at that fielding. My God. 4-10, 4-4. That's a D2 double. That's going to be it for Bolchin. 6-9-10. E10. E10-10. That's going to be a D2 double. Scoring Raider, and Menke goes to third. That's it for Bolchin. Now we'll let him go. We were just trying to, even though Wilson's coming up, that's going to be it. I rarely ever do that. You can do another super advanced, slow playthrough with a non-DH game so I can show things not done in the first, like bunting, hit and run, Okay, I'm looking forward to it, Demos. I have you in my, uh, what's the word? In Twitter, X, they have it called timeline, if you will. I subscribe and I see your stuff. So you're looking to post it Thursday or Friday after you record it. I'll be looking forward to that. And like I said, anytime you want to do a live together, I don't know if you ever done such a thing, uh, to tutor me on the fielding. Bolchin went 1 1/3. And Padres pitching true to form today. Lousy. Be looking forward to that. Let's see who's coming in for Bolchin. Any day. Any day. I don't want to pressure you to do it. You know, but any freaking day, Demos. You give me a Saturday or a Sunday. You give me the date and time, Eastern time. Are you on the East Coast? And we'll set it up. I'll set it up. Okay? And then I'll send you the link and we'll do it and I'll promote it and we'll get it going. You're in Virginia, yeah, so you just let me know. Really, you pick one. I know it, you know, if you can't commit to it now, you just let me know. I'm going to keep asking, but eventually I'll stop asking. I don't know if you sent me another Steve Arlen here, but somehow you sent me it. You did this once before, Rhodes Scholar. If you're still here, can you pass me on to a Steve Arlen that is not obscured? I can't get 11 and 12. I could probably take my chances, but I'd rather not. I know I asked you this once before on Steve Arlen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the only Steve Arlen that you sent me, and it was obscured. It's Steve Arlen San Diego, and he's going to do it. Oh, Lord, he's going to do it because Arlen will be coming in here. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. I'll just open up my email and wait for Steve Arlen to arrive in a very, very peculiar ball game. You just let me know, Demos. Any Saturday, any Sunday, any time. And I would just ask you maybe for a half an hour. I think it would be very instructive for others. And if you want to, I'll even send you the video so you can post it. You know, after a while, you can download the video. Users can do that. I'll send it, and you can, you know, do what you want. I'll send it to you. You can, I imagine you can air it. We're waiting for Steve Arlen now of the Padres. And he's looking for him. It's a very, very peculiar ball game. Second and third, still only 1 out, 2 in, 6-0 Astros. how amazing the technology is. There's Steve Arlen. There he is. We're gonna copy and paste him. There he is. Now I'm gonna just add this to my Strat-O-Matic labels. I have special label called Strat-O-Matic cards. It's for no other purpose. And here's Steve Arlen, the right-hander, coming in for the fatigue Jack Balchin. Arlen takes his warm-ups. It's going to be Wilson, the pitcher. I hate to bring in, something just doesn't sit right with me when I bring in a pitcher to face a pitcher, but he reached fatigue, and he also let that double. He had fatigue already. It wasn't a dot, but here's Wilson now. It's 1 out, second and third. Here's the pitch from Arlen. Right-handed batter, 2-7, and he struck him out. See how quick that can happen. Thank you, Rhodes. Now here's Joe Morgan. Not your typical game this morning. Morgan, left-handed hitter, second and third, clutch situation, Arlen. And the pitch to Morgan. That's going to be 2-6, and he struck him out. Oh, 2 strikeouts for Steve Arlen. Side is retired, 2 runs, 3 hits, a walk, 2 left on. We're in the middle of the 5th. 6-0. And everything is good because we fixed this. This is rectified. And here's Don Wilson coming in now. Bounton, yeah, I have him with a dot there. I will check, Rick, if needed. He may not be needed. And as long as he didn't pitch on the 13th, I'll be more than glad to use Jim Bounton. Be more than glad to do so. As long as he did not pitch on the 13th. I go check, I check that. I'm gonna get some coffee. It's been just one of those mornings, folks. A foggy, sleepy morning and a sleepy ball game. And it's gonna be Van Kelly to lead it off to face Wilson. Oh, he has a lengthy entry about this ball game. Really? Oh, okay, we got the coffee. Rectified, you thought Spur Agnew. Yeah, well, I you got some anus on the brain to this morning. At least you got a good sense of humor, baseball demos. I like that. I like that. Okay, here's Wilson. He's allowed 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, shutting him out. 1 base runner, as a matter of fact. It was Arcia's single. Here's Wilson and the pitch to Kelly. That's 4-11 left-handed. That's going to be a base hit by Kelly. 4-11 left-handed. It was single 1-7. with a 5 on the 20 die. So Kelly is on. Here's Morales. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. Where the hell? This goddamn mouse. Gotta check, you know, a wireless mouse is a nice thing. It's the first time I ever had one when I got this, and I got plenty of, sometimes it just doesn't connect for some reason. Yeah, Ray Billingham and Boughton pitched in this, Bolchin and Roberts pitched in this. Here's Morales now. Kelly on first, no outs. Wilson from the stretch. That's going to be 3-4 right-handed. He lines it to third, and it's caught by Rader. 1 out. And now here's Fred Kendall. I use these as placeholders. You know what I'm saying? This is Fred Kendall. You know, you got to have a placeholder in the batting order. If I had blanks, I have 1 blank. I would use that. This will probably be Kendall's last at bat. Maybe. He's got a great card for a pitcher, but unfortunately he's a hitter. Here's Wilson from the stretch with Kelly on first, 1 out to pitch to Kendall. That's going to be 5-6, right-handed. Struck him out. And that's the 7th for... Oh, wait a minute. That was a 5-6. That's on Wilson's card. And it still is a strikeout. Oh, Lord. Here's Rybrand now. Lybrand. Frankie Lybrand. Another great card for a pitcher, but he's a hitter. 2 outs, Kelly on first. Thanks, Bill. Yeah. Pitch from Wilson. That's 5-8. And he struck him out. Of course, he's a very good strikeout pitcher, an excellent strikeout pitcher. That's the 8th for Wilson. No runs, 1 hit. And looks like Arlen will get a chance to pitch again here. Oh, that is good coffee, no doubt about it. Steve Arlen takes the mound. It will be Norm Miller to lead it off. Now here's a card, if you don't mind me using that joke again. Good card for a hitter. Pretty good card for a hitter, especially against left-handers, but it's a pitcher. Yeah, here's Arlen now. And that's a watch out for Miller here, left-handed hitter. Arlen winds and the pitch. That's going to be 5-9, left-handed, and he grounds it to short X. That's going to be Lybrand again. Lybrand, big trouble there at short. He's a 448. Already made an error. That's 13-4. He gets to it on a G3, but it's an E48. 6-11-15 E48. And he boots it again. It is his second error of the ball game. And here comes Jimmy Wynn. It's Miller on first, nobody out. Okay, Arlen from the stretch. The pitch to win. 6-6, right-handed. Struck him out. His endurance is 4 on relief. Surprised it's that high. 3rd strikeout for Arlen. Here's Tommy Davis now. Okay, Davis now facing Arlen from the stretch. That's 1-9, and he struck him out. I'll tell you, Arlen's striking out. I wonder how he fared in Major League Baseball over his career. He's striking out people. Whoa. He only played 6 seasons. He died. He was 70 years old. Here's Kurt Blefary, 2 outs with Miller on first. Blefary 0 for 2 and a walk. Here's the pitch from Arlen. That's 1-7, right-handed, and it's a double down the line. This could score Miller. A double by Blefary, Miller rounding. It would be unearned. 1-14, 1-16, that's to center. 1-15, he's coming home, they're throwing. Oh, here's the throw from Morales, and he's safe. It is unearned. Rader goes to third. Just one of those games, folks. Doug Rader now. I didn't know that, Bill. You tell me. That would be interesting tidbit, huh? Very interesting tidbit. Here's Doug Rader, 2 for 2 and a walk. He scored twice. It is a 7-0 ball game. Blefary on third, 2 outs. Here's Arlen now. 4-10 right-handed. And he struck him out. He struck out the side, Arlen. And that will be it for Arlen because he's due up next inning. 1 run, an unearned run. 2, 3, 4 and 2/3. He ends up pitching 1 2/3, allowing 1 hit. My goodness, 5 strikeouts. And no earned runs. He had an he allowed an unearned run. And it is 7-0. All right, Bill, you keep us posted. There'll be a hitter for Arlen now. Then they'll have their fifth pitcher. And it's going to be Roberts because he pitched in this game in the real world and is sufficiently rested. Dave Roberts, the left-hander, will come in next inning. And let's see who's going to hit here against Wilson. It will be Pena. His grandfather, Harold Arlen, was the first salaried broadcaster on KDKA in Pittsburgh. I knew that Pittsburgh had the first, I would guess, commercial public radio station, if I'm not mistaken. But it sounds like he wasn't a sportscaster, he was just a broadcast, a newscaster, something like that. I could be wrong. And I think very few people had access to radios back then. That was the real infancy. You know what I mean? So it will be Pena leading it off. Bottom of the sixth, Wilson 2-hit shutout, 8 strikeouts through 5. Oh, baseball and football, okay. My guess, though, is very few people had radio in the world. You know, it wasn't like in the late 20s and especially the early 30s when more and more people started getting radios. And they were big sets back then. Okay, here's Wilson, the pitch to Pena. That's 3-8 right-handed, it's a base hit. Third hit off Wilson. Pena is on. And here's Jose Arcia. Oh, he was a dentist, okay. So which Arlen? Oh, Steve became a dentist, huh? After baseball? Like Longborg? Ah. Okay, here's Wilson. Facing Arcia. That's 3-8 right-handed. He struck him out. That's number 9 for Don Wilson. And here's Jim Williams. The record for strikeouts in a 9-inning game in our replay this year is 16 by Gibson. And he went on to pitch 11 innings and got 17. So I guess he had no strikeouts in the 10th, but he got one in the 11th. So it's 16. We call it 16 is the record of a 9-inning game, even though technically it's 17. It's 1 out. He's not far from that. Jim Williams is the batter. Williams 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Wilson. Oh, 4-6. Right-handed. I'm sorry, right-handed. I get a little mixed up when I do those, it's 4-6 right-handed, double 1-3. It's going to be a fly to left. And Tommy Davis under it, 2 away. And here's Ollie Brown now. In just one of those games, folks. You play 1,756 games, you're going to get, with the human factor, namely myself, you're going to have some days, games when I'm foggy. Here's the pitch to Brown. 5-7 right-handed, grounds it to second X. Morgan, 323. .323, 17-3 G1, he gets to it. 5-10, 14, E23. And he throws him out. We're going to the 7th. Still no runs for the Padres. And the new pitcher is Dave Roberts here. Left-handed. He pitched in this game in real world. $105,000. Interesting. That he could go to dental school in the off season. Interesting. I didn't know you would need that in a contract because, but, oh yeah, the Sabre bios are awesome. Absolutely. People spend great time doing all that. Roberts taking his warm-ups here. It is 7-0 Astros. And it's just one of those games. Oh, they paid for the schooling. Okay, that's, you know, back then tuition was probably affordable. God, the way tuition has gone up, it's awful. I say Western education in the West is a ripoff. Not only and I say that not only because of the cost, but because they don't encourage learning how to learn. They encourage spitting back knowledge imposed by those in power rather than teaching people how to think for themselves and learn how to learn. But that's a whole nother story. The Phillies paid for the schooling and then they dumped him. Sent him to San Diego, or they put him on the, whatever, maybe on the 68th draft. Okay, here's Roberts. He's coming in now. Top of the 7th. Mankey, 3 for 3 today. Here's Roberts. And that's 1-2 left-handed. He hit him. So Mankey is on. Here's Johnny Edwards. Lefty, lefty. Here's the pitch to Edwards. 2-7 left-handed, flies it to center, 1 out. And now Don Wilson. Wilson 0 for 3, struck out twice today. Four, right-handed, grounds it to third X. Kelly, 415. .415, 3-4. It's going to go through S2. Base hit. Kelly, E15, 5-8-10. And it is a base hit. Menke will go to third. A single by Wilson off Roberts. First and third, 1 down. And here's Morgan now. Morgan 0 for 2, walked twice, thrown out stealing and stole a base. Here's Roberts now. Infield back. 1-4 left-handed. It's a ballpark slash by Morgan. Left-handed hitter in San Diego. It's a 13. No. It's going to be a liner to second, caught by Arcia. 2 away for Norm Miller. Miller 1 for 4, doubled, scored, reached on the error, and scored. Clutch situation here for Miller. Here's Roberts. That's 5-9, left-handed. He grounds it. Oh, grounds it to second. He throws him out on a 5-9 ground out without fatigue. And the side is retired. No runs. 1 hit by pitch, a single, both left on. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th in a very, very, I should say a very, very mundane ball game. They all can't be winners, folks. It's 7-0 Astros. Wilson, though, 3-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts. Could be that's a nice story. It will be Colbert, Kelly, and Morales to lead it off here. Got one more cup. One more freaking cup here. One more freaking cup to go. And it's full. It's to the last drop. And it's been that kind of ball game, folks. It's been, you know what kind of ball game it's been? I need to use the lavatory again. That's what kind of freaking ball game it's been. We will be back in just a couple minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, Kathy Harden, and this is game 1756. They are, some of them are just one of the things, no excuses. No freaking excuses at all. I will be back in about 2 minutes. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, that's freaking good coffee. Seven nothing Houston. Wilson to face Colbert here in the bottom of the seventh. Here's Wilson now. The pitch to Colbert. That's 210, right-handed. He walked him. This is his first endurance inning. Boughton warming. Just to play it safe and don't want to burn out Wilson. Here's Van Kelly now. That's 4-8 left-handed, and he struck him out. That's number 10. Wilson pitching amazing baseball. Oh, that is good coffee. Here's Jerry Morales. I am so sorry. That's 5-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 11. And he's got a chance to break the 9-inning record here. The record is 16 this season for Gibson. And then he went on to pitch 11 innings and 17. Fred Kendall, the batter. We will let him hit. No need to start with the bullshit in this game. Here's Kendall. I'm not going to make another catcher suit up because this guy sucks. I'm not going to do it in an 7-0 game. 2 outs now. Colbert on first. Here's the pitch from Wilson. That's going to be 3-8 right-handed. He walked him. Well, he got on. Wilson had struck him out twice, and now it's going to be Librand coming up. Frankie Librand. And I'll hit for him. I'll tell you that. At shortstop. If they have another shortstop. God almighty. Yeah, we'll have Tommy Dean come in to play short. But we're going to have someone else coming in to hit here. It will be Ivan Morel. Ivan Morel. So Librand, who made 2 errors today, and went 0 for 2 thus far. Ivan will come in and Dean will play short. Here's Ivan now, 2 outs. Wilson from the stretch. First and second, 1 more hit under a walk. He's fatigued. Here's the pitch. That's 2-6 right-handed. Struck him out. And that's number 12 for Wilson. And he's still got 2 innings left. He's got 2 walks in his first endurance. We'll see how he fares. Roberts comes in now. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In his second inning here, Roberts. It'll be Jimmy Wynn. Wynn 1 for 3, walked and scored. Okay, Roberts and the pitch. 4-9 right-handed, grounds it to third, 1 out. This is his first endurance inning. Here's Tommy Davis. .110 left-handed, pops it up third base, foul territory. Kelly is under it, 2 away. And Kurt Leffrey, the batter. Kurt 1 for 3, walked and scored, doubled left on, knocked in a run. And that's 3-9 left-handed, struck him out. So the side is retired. That was it. Wait a minute here. Yeah, wait a minute. That'll be it for Roberts. Yeah, that's his first strikeout. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was his second inning. And we're heading, here's Don Wilson, 12 strikeouts. 4 away from tying Gibson in the 9-inning record of 16 strikeouts. The hitter will be Ed Spezio. Frank Rehberger is rested. He will come in to pitch the 9th. The 8th, I'm sorry. And he'd be the 6th pitcher for the Padres. Hitting for Roberts here is Spezio. An obligatory pinch hitter to lead it off. Oh, here's Wilson now. The wind up, the pitch to Spezio. Wait a minute. Missed a few zeros there. Really, I'm having a bad day. Bottom of the 8th here. It's 3-8, right-handed, grounds it back to Wilson, 1 down. And here's Jose Arcia, 1 for 3. Wilson, the windup and the pitch. 3-7 right-handed, grounds it to short for Menke, 2 outs. And here's Jim Williams. Oh. Williams, right-handed hitter here. Wilson winds and deals. That is 6-8 against the right-hander, and he struck him out. And that will be number 13 for Don Wilson. We're heading to the 9th here. We had no double shot. We had no questions, except for the Octopus's Garden, but that's pretty fitting in a messed up game like this, Kathy, that everything was messed up today. Here's Rehberger. Looking forward to finishing this ball game. Here's Doug Rader. Can you imagine if I was playing this game alone? Be poured to tears. Hey, absolutely, Kathy Harden. It fits. Rader 2 for 3, 2 singles, scored twice. He walked left on. Here's Rehberger. That's going to be 3-6 right-handed. It's hit well, and it's gone by Rader. First pitch off Rehberger. And I think that's going to make it an 8-0 ball game. Yes, I think it's right. A 9th inning home run here by the Red Robin, Doug Rader. Let's look at it again. 3-6 right-handed, home run 1-6, and it was a 3. So Rader makes it 8-0 here with the home run for Rader. That is home run number 10. Is there a full moon? That would explain a lot. Is it really a full moon, Kathy? Home run number 10 for Doug Rader. Here comes Menke now. Menke's had quite a day. 3 for 3, 3 singles, hit by a pitch, knocked in 2 runs. It's 8-0 Houston. Rehberger, the pitch to Menke. 3-5, right-handed, grounds it to short. This time it's Dean at short, 1 away. Now Johnny Edwards. Hoping for a much better ball game this afternoon on all levels. all levels, including my attentiveness and enthusiasm. Here's Rehberger and the pitch to Edwards. That's 3-4 right-handed, grounds it to second for Arcia, 2 outs. And here's Don Wilson, who has thrown shutout baseball. He's allowed only 3 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 13. Here's the pitch to Wilson. 6-2 right-handed, fly ball left X. Going for that Williams 425. Those 4s will kill you. .425, 2-4. That's going to be a double. 369. Williams E25, believe it or not. It will be just a double for Wilson off Rehberger. His second hit of the ball game, he's 2 for 5. And here's Morgan now. Morgan 0 for 3, 2 walks. He stole a base, thrown out stealing. Okay, Rehberger. It was a pretty moon. Oh, I missed it. 2-9, I like pretty moons. He grounds it to first. Colbert takes it to the bag. And we're heading to the bottom of the 9th finally. Another run on the home run by the Red Robin, Doug Rader. It's 8-0. And, well, Don Wilson has throwing a shutout here. He's got full endurance. It'll be Brown, Colbert, and Kelly. He has 13 strikeouts. He needs to strike out the side to tie Gibson for the 9-inning record of strikeouts, which is 16. Here's 5-7 right-handed. He grounds it to second. That takes care of that, maybe. Morgan, 323. 18-3. He gets to a G1. 23, 5-8, 10. And he throws him out, 1 away. So he will not break the record. Here's Colbert, but nevertheless, what a performance by Wilson today. A 3-hit shutout with 13 strikeouts. Here's the pitch to Colbert. That's 5-12 right-handed, pops it up to second, and it's Morgan under it, 2 outs. And it's up to Van Kelly now. Wilson into his windup. And the pitch to Kelly. That's 3-10 right-handed. That's a base hit. A 2-out single, not a clutch situation. And that'll bring Morales up. Wilson trying to finish it off here in the 9th. It's now a 4-hit shutout. Pitch to Wilson, from Wilson, 2-9. And he taps it back to Wilson. He's got it. Throws it over to Bleffery, and the ball game is over. Yeah. So the final score, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Houston 8, San Diego nothing. The win to Wilson, his 14th of the season. He went all the way. 9 innings, 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 13. It was a shutout. Corkins gets the loss. Thank you, Kathy Harden, and you have a great day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rehberger pitched 1 inning, 1 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and the home run to Raider. Final line, Houston 8 runs, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits, no errors. San Diego, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, both by the shortstop Librand. That'll take care of it. Astros now 5 games over. ETA, it's already on the landing page. My good man. It's already on the landing page. I'm going to show it to you. There's no ETA, it's definite. If you go to my landing page, you'll see here at upcoming live streams, Atlanta at San Francisco, scheduled for today, the 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then you can set up alerts too. Bill, you can set up, if you click notify me here, you can set up alerts and then you have notifications on. I don't need to because it's for my own edifice. Stay strong, everybody. Thank you all for being here for a very cumbersome ball game. Like I say, they all can't be winners. They all can't be well played. Stay strong, everybody. I'll catch you next time, okay? I'll see you all 2 p.m. Eastern, folks. Atlanta at San Francisco. Take care.